I was in 5th grade when I learned what a calorie was. That girl fell down a rabbit hole not of daisies, bunnies, or tea parties, but of advice that taught her how to eat like a bunny, to nibble, then to hurtle away out of fear of encountering this predator that was just a shadow. This fear of having a reflection too big, a concept she'd never agonized about until one comment planted it in her head. It was a seed digging deep down, rewiring her eyes, altering her retinas to see in black and white, fat or flat, labels scanned, analyzed, never realizing the lies, Instagram feeding her instant grams of calories, grams of calories, grams of calories. She thought she was in control. When she opened her eyes, there was a thick fog enveloping her senses. It parted only for a mirror that displayed her faults, her flaws. She had a ruler ingrained in her brain, dictating whether she deserved to consume, but never showing that she was being consumed. Restrictions wrapped around her like puppet strings she thought she owned, but they owned her. In baggy clothes, she regretted every bite. Fabrics leaving indents in her skin like the lines of her ribs, the signs of her body begging for mercy. Funny how backwards she took those indications, crawling deeper into this tunnel of limitations. She was a blindfolded hound following a false scent, striving for a rotten fruit that promised sickness, yet so sickly sweet. Foreign was the girl who reached for candy. Carbohydrates became cut carbs and hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. The water was a comfort because she didn't know what would happen if she left it. I was 10 and a half when I downloaded an app. My fitness tracker became my fatness tracker, a number tied to her worth, her value rising while her body shrunk, a jest for it to be determined by what she refused to ingest. It was a seesaw, her pride flying while her flesh deteriorated. She had a calculator cemented to the crevice of her hand, adding and rounding until she was trapped in this tiny box of roaring hunger. Yet she never saw the wrongness of it all. She buried it deep, a bad habit she pretended she broke. She deluded in the cycle of convincing herself she wasn't disordered. She was in order. She was in control. I was 11 when I realized I was never in control.